can you model decimal multiplication? Think about this question when solving the problem. A carpenter cut two shelves with the dimensions given below. Show how to use a model to find the area of each shelf. Think about how to find the area of a rectangle. The shelves measure 3/10 meter by 5/10 meter and 5/10 meter by 1 5/10 meters. To find the area of each rectangle, you multiply length and width. Estimate first. Are the shelves bigger or smaller than a 2 meter by 1/2 meter shelf? So would each area be greater than or less than 1? Both shelves are smaller than a 2 meter by 1/2 meter shelf. Therefore, the area of each shelf is less than 1. Use a hundreds grid to model decimal multiplication. For the shorter shelf, shade the first 5 columns and the first 3 rows of the hundredths grid. Why are 5 columns shaded and 3 rows shaded? 5 of the 10 columns is 5/10. 3 of the 10 rows is 3/10. The area of the shelf is the brown area where the shading overlaps. What are the dimensions of this area?
Select your
The
answer.
dimensions of this area are 3/10 meter by 5/10 meter. You can write this area as a product of decimals. 3/10 times 5/10 equals 15 hundredths. So the area of the shorter shelf is 15 hundredths square meter.
Nice work!
For the longer shelf, use 2 hundredths grids side by side. We need 2 hundredths grids because the length of the shelf is greater than 1. Shade 15 columns and 5 rows. The area of the shelf is the brown area where the shading overlaps. 5/10 times 1 5/10 is equal to 75 hundredths. The area of the longer shelf is 75 hundredths square meter. Now you know how to model decimal multiplication.